Hello guys, in today's video we're going to check out the top 5 best Razer keyboards in 2019. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. To find out more information about these Razer keyboards you can check out the description below. At number 5 it's the Razer Blackwidow Chroma V2. If you're even mildly interested in gaming then you know Razer. The company's prowess in the gaming world is unprecedented, and a lot of other manufacturers have gotten into the industry after seeing what can be done. The company has a wide range of keyboards in the market, and today we're going to look at the most notable keyboard options from the manufacturer. First up, we have the Razer Blackwidow Chroma V2, which is an amazing keyboard coming with Razer's homegrown mechanical keys, which you can choose from. Customizable macro keys, attractive design with RGB colours that are simply beautiful, and great companion software. The Razer Blackwidow Chroma V2 is a full-size keyboard with RGB backlighting, but the keys feel a little cramped with not too much spacing between them. However, for gaming this is perfect. For typists though, not so much. Overall, the keyboard is very well built and has a plastic shell that's pretty much one of the most durable in the market. It has a matte black finish on its body that looks good on its own, however when you combine it with the RGB lighting, it's just amazing. On the front part you have the Razer logo, however in the package you have the leather wrist rest that's very comfortable to use, but it'll cover the gorgeous Razer logo. The keycaps are built from pretty soft to the touch plastic that can be removed easily if you wish. You can get this keyboard in 2 different versions, with Razer green switches and Razer yellow switches. The green switches provide the typist feel with the clicky nature, however if you're a gamer and require speed and silent performance, the yellow switches will be the perfect choice for you. On the side of the keyboard you get 5 macro keys that can be customized with Razer Synapse 3 software, and additionally with the FN key you can activate the media controls. If you haven't tried a mechanical keyboard, you have to give the Razer Blackwidow Chroma V2 a try, and I'm sure you won't trade the experience for anything else. Be it for gaming or for typing, a mechanical keyboard like this one will change your whole experience. At number 4 it's the Razer Synosa Chroma. If you're a budget buyer that wants to get a good deal for a nice keyboard without making too much compromise, Razer has got you covered with the Synosa Chroma. This is an inexpensive keyboard with an attractive and slim build, with RGB lighting and membrane switches that give a pretty good feeling. It isn't coupled with high-end features like Razer's premium models, but it does a pretty good job. Let's take a closer look. The company has employed some nice aesthetics for the Razer Synosa Chroma, as it makes the perfect balance between eye-catching RGB lighting and super slim and understated body. The whole design is just excellent. It features 104 per-key RGB lighting, which is all customizable, and you can control that with the Razer Synapse software, which we'll talk about later. This keyboard has no macro keys or any dedicated media keys whatsoever. However, for the price and the quality of this item, it's a thing we can overlook. While we're at it, it's worth mentioning that this device has an amazing build quality, which makes it extremely durable, as it showed no signs of flexing and it's spill-proof. As I mentioned earlier, this keyboard has membrane key switches instead of mechanical ones, which may deter some gamers. However, in various tests and circumstances, the Razer Synosa Chroma delivered a good performance, especially while typing. In gaming situations you'll notice some drawbacks of its membrane nature, however the keys were pretty responsive and have a very deep travel distance, something quite rare in membrane keyboards. It has a 10-key rollover instead of an N-key rollover in other high-end keyboards, but for most situations it's great. It's worth mentioning that the Razer Synosa Chroma's membrane switches were extra quiet and perfect for late-night gaming sessions. Razer's Synapse software was excellent with this keyboard, as it delivered perfect customization for the RGB lighting, and if you have other Razer peripherals, it'll be one of the most useful tools in your arsenal. Overall, the Razer Synosa Chroma is a great keyboard that'll deliver plenty for its price. At number 3, it's the Razer Blackwidow Lite. The Razer Blackwidow Lite is a perfect compact keyboard for gamers that's also the most versatile option on this list thanks to its typing prowess. It's an excellent multi-purpose keyboard with a pretty refined and understated design, homegrown mechanical key switches, useful extras, and a competitive price, making this keyboard one of the best 10 keyless keyboards on the market. If you've seen the original Razer Blackwidow, you'll be very familiar with the Blackwidow Lite, since it's essentially the same keyboard without the numpad, and it keeps the same features and performances. You get an all-black body with floating keycap design and Razer's mechanical key switches. Since the Razer Blackwidow Lite is branded as a productivity keyboard, the lack of numpad may deter some productivity users. This keyboard has some pretty compact dimensions, as it measures just 14.2 by 5.2 by 1.4 inches in total and weighs just 1.45 pounds. The keyboard is extremely durable as well, and it comes with a detachable cable that makes it easy for transportation. This keyboard comes with Razer orange mechanical switches that perform similarly to Cherry MX Browns, which deliver a middle ground between the classical mechanical typewriter feel and linear fast and quiet key switches. It's also worth mentioning that the keys are responsive and relatively quiet while still delivering a tactile response. In the package of the device, you'll find a keycap puller and a bag with almost 90 O-rings that help reduce the volume and make them springier in the process. I tried installing all the O-rings, and while it took me some time, it was very useful and it improved the performance of the keyboard in both gaming and typing. Like every Razer peripheral, this keyboard runs on the Razer Synapse software, which is one of a kind, and it delivers great customizability. You can set up profiles easily and adjust the backlighting in a whim, and if you have other Razer peripherals, things just get better. This is the perfect keyboard for productivity users that like to game from time to time. At number 2, it's the Razer Huntsman Elite. The Razer Huntsman Elite is one of the most futuristic and most impressive keyboards in the market, as it makes use of optical switches, which make this a pretty expensive keyboard, but well worth the money. It employs optomechanical switches that deliver tremendous comfort and are very durable, as they're tested for about 100 million presses. It has a perfect wrist rest that further raises its value, RGB lighting, and tons of useful features that'll make this keyboard the best you have ever owned. The keyboard has a pretty minimal design with an aluminium body and keys that are elevated on top of it, and I can definitely say it goes pretty well with the overall vibe of futurism. Most of the users are impressed by its looks, and it can work as a great office keyboard if you choose to turn the RGB lights off. However, due to its amazing looks, I wouldn't. This keyboard is equipped with tons of features, such as distinct media controls that are very perfectly implemented in the design and don't look like an afterthought. The wrist rest is one of the best I've ever seen, thanks to its size, amazing build, and plush foam on top, which makes it perfect for gaming and typing sessions. I'm a really big fan of Razer's trademark purple optomechanical switches that feel great and are one of the easiest to game with. The biggest difference between these and other mechanical switches is that they utilize infrared light instead of electric contact, making them the fastest in the market by miles. There's literally no latency, and the accuracy is perfect as well. It utilizes the Razer Synapse 3 software for customization and personalization, and it takes great advantage of the software and its features. Optomechanical switches are pretty new to the market, and the results in terms of performance are pretty subjective. While some users say that these are better than mechanical switches, some have stated that they're pretty much no different from any other mechanical keyboard. However, even if you think that the purple optomechanical switches are pretty much the same as other mechanical switches, due to the speed, performance, features and comfort levels, I can say that this is one of the best keyboards in the market, and you definitely can't go wrong with this. At number 1, it's the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate. While we've mentioned some pretty high-end and amazing models from Razer that deliver ultra-futuristic features, the best one from them comes as a pretty affordable keyboard that brings tremendous value for its price, the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate. This keyboard has amazing mechanical switches, intuitive design, green LED lights and nothing more. It's the best no-frills gaming keyboard that's ready to perform. Since it was released a while ago, the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate has received some drops in its price. However, don't confuse this with an affordable keyboard, as this is the hardest performer in the market. It has a pretty utilitarian and no-frills design that makes it very unique, and definitely not Razer-like, since the company has delivered some stunning designs, but I really can't complain about it. This keyboard is ultra durable, as it can withstand spills and all the rage while gaming. In terms of the design tricks, it has just the green LED lights and the green Razer logo on the bottom band. This keyboard comes equipped with Razer's homegrown green switches, which are pretty clicky and offer a great tactile response, almost typewriter-like. It doesn't come in other options such as the orange or yellow switches, which are pretty much faster and quieter, but I like the company's approach to this keyboard. Like all Razer peripherals, it runs on the Razer Synapse software. However, it's worth stating that it runs on the 2.0 version rather than the 3.0. It's very good in my opinion, as it's one of the most tried and tested softwares for gaming peripherals. When it comes to performance, this keyboard really is perfect, and as a writer myself, I was extremely satisfied with the results of this keyboard. No mistakes made, and the comfort levels were off the charts. The definite best keyboard from Razer's lineup, the most bang for your buck.